Hi Aries, a warm welcome to your August monthly horoscope. It's eclipse month, so it's a big, powerful month with a lunar and a solar eclipse. And also we've got Mercury, the planet that rules communication, transportation and technology, going retrograde. So let me break it into small size pieces for you as the month goes on. So on the 7th of the month we've got the first eclipse, which is a lunar eclipse, happening in your 11th house, right up here. So wherever there's a lunar eclipse, it's shining a light on a particular area of your life. And it's probably going to highlight the things that are working and the things that maybe you'd like to change. So this 11th house has everything to do with your friends, your social circle, working with groups of people, working in the community in some way. And it also has to do with your dreams and your wishes. It might be a time to set some new goals, some new dreams. Maybe it's a time to adjust your social circle in some way. Have you been feeling a little lonely? Are you feeling as though you're overwhelmed with too much social and you need to retract a little bit? This lunar eclipse gives you an opportunity to look at the people in your life, not necessarily the really close friends, but the acquaintances and the people that you meet from time to time, and to see whether you've got enough shared interests, enough common ground, so that there's a feeling of excitement and inspiration in these relationships. And it's certainly a very good time to look at your online relationships. If you're on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube and all these kinds of things, this is a good time to really look at that from a new perspective and maybe delete a load of emails that are just in your way. Get rid of the junk, get rid of the stuff that's taking up space to make way for the new. Because on the 13th of the month is when Mercury goes retrograde until the 6th of September. And for you Aries, this Mercury retro is in your 6th house of work and of health and of service to others. So this is a wonderful time for really reassessing your health, what you're doing for your diet, how you're exercising, how you're moving your body, how you're feeling generally, and a good time to study anything to do with healing and health and wellness. And it's also a time to revisit your work, to revisit your daily habits. The 6th house has everything to do with how you're using your time. Are you feeling as though you're skidding around, running from one thing to another? Are you feel as though you're accomplishing things? This is a good opportunity to really look at your use of time and maybe make some adjustments or plan for those adjustments to begin from September the 6th when Mercury goes direct again. And for those of you who've been applying for jobs or applying for work before the retrograde, which would be before the 13th, something can come to fruition after the 13th and between the 6th of September. Because very often Mercury retrograde brings something back to you that you've already been working on. And sometimes that could be as simple as a set of keys or just something that you've lost. Oh, you suddenly find it. The first part of the month we've got, Mars is in this 5th house all month. So for those of you thinking of starting a business, for those of you thinking of promoting a business, of getting yourself out there, if you're going to do something in the theatre, in the entertainment business, in the fun business, anything working with children, anything to do with your creativity, this is a wonderful month for igniting that and getting that moving, because the planets are helping you. On the 21st of the month, we've got a solar eclipse happening in this 5th house. And a solar eclipse brings you new beginnings, new opportunities. So maybe it's a new business idea. Maybe you're going to expand a business. Maybe you're going to make a hobby into a business. It's wonderful for those of you into romance, into meeting somebody special. This would be a great time. That solar eclipse may well trigger that for you. For those of you wanting to have children, this solar eclipse may bring children into your life, young people into your life. You might find yourself working, playing with young people. And also, it's certainly triggering your creative abilities. Now on the 23rd, we've got the Sun coming into your 6th house, joining Mercury. So this is a little more serious. This is a good time for focusing on your work, good time to focus on really getting some order in your life. I know Mercury's retrograde, but that can be a wonderful time for dealing with paperwork, dealing with stuff and getting things, and that could be just as much your wardrobe, your closets as you call them in America, and your banking, your finances, anything that needs organisation is wonderful to do for this last part of the month. And then on the 27th, we've got Venus joining Mars and that solar eclipse in this 5th house, which is wonderful for romance, for love, for loving yourself, for having some more pleasure, for making sure that you're focusing on enjoyment in your life. And this just finishes off the month in a very positive way for you, Aries. So that should be really rather a lot of fun for you. So if you're looking for the fun things and you're watching out for them, you'll see them grow and expand, especially as we get towards the last week of the month. So I wish you a wonderful month. You might want to ask a question about my one question offer about how these eclipses are going to affect you personally. Maybe you'd like a reading to see what the rest of the year and into the new year is going to look like for you. I'm always delighted to hear from you, and I love getting your comments. I read every one of them, and thank you for subbing and liking. Bye for now.